Good afternoon. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.net for Sunday, September 26th. Another fantastic day in the market. We had the Dow up almost 200 points. Reason being, we had better than expected capital goods purchases, and then we had some positive economic news from Germany. You'll recall we had the exact opposite news flow on Wednesday. The euro was in trouble. Europe is slowing down, and then, of course, a couple of days later, the real story comes out, and the shorts get bent over the barrel yet again. You can see since we had that ascending triangle breakout 2 weeks ago, we've had a nice, slow, steady move up on the Dow, 400 plus points. We are a little bit overbought, but just like we can get deeply oversold, we can get deeply overbought, especially on the backs of shorts that really got trapped midweek on this market. Fantastic to see this. As I said, a little bit overbought near term. If we flip over to the daily chart, however, you can see we broke through new highs on the daily chart. Awesome setup here. As I said before, we don't really get worried. 8-day moving average at 10,700 is really nice support right now, and we still have some upside move on the Dow. If you look at the indicators, ADX is very strong. We've got stochastics did that dip back to the 80 level and then bounced again, and this usually is a sign of continued strength. We still have quarter end window dressing in effect right now. You've got funds scrambling to paint their portfolios, and a lot of money coming off the sidelines now. Fund managers going, oh crap, we gotta con our investors into thinking we actually know what we're doing. We also have a golden cross looming on the Dow in the near term. Probably what we're looking at seeing here, if we went back to what happened in late July, we had a big rally, sell off that sucked in the shorts, and then a big move. So we had a big rally, sell off that sucked in the shorts, and a big move up. So we could see what we saw early August, about a week or two of sideline trading, which is fantastic because stock plays are working fantastically right now. SMH. On Thursday's video, I said consider grabbing the SMH on a break of 27 for a scalp. You ended up getting a 50-cent scalp on the day here if you follow that recommendation. Just awesome, awesome, awesome. Next resistance right now is a move up there to the major top resistance there, up at 28.50 to $29. And one good thing, we've seen volume really start to increase on the SMH over the last 2 weeks, and that is very, very bullish. Again, I hate to beat a dead horse, but this is where all the analysts told everyone, get out of the semiconductor stocks. They downgraded all the semiconductor stocks, and here we are, 15% higher, 3 weeks later. Do the opposite of analysts, and 9 times out of 10, you will come out way ahead. Analysts downgrade bottoms, they upgrade tops. Just keep that in the back of your mind, and you will do great. Stock plays, fantastic day on Friday for our stock plays. GNVC, massive breakout of its downtrend line. We traded as high as 62 cents. We could and should see this one really start to explode to the upside. 65 plus is what we're looking for on GNVC early on Monday morning. No resistance then until we get to the 80 cent, and then above that 111. As I mentioned on Thursday, the reason we're in this play, 50-cent biotech stocks have been exploding, and also this was a hedge fund favorite earlier in the year. This is the perfect kind of stock that a hedge fund can come in and really jam the stock higher and paint their performance for the quarter. So looking really, really good on GNVC. HEB, another Amex 50-cent bio that we jumped into late on Friday. Breakout is 56 cents, and we're looking for a move to 62 cents. That's the 200-day moving average and previous resistance on this. And I'd be very surprised if we don't see this happen early Monday morning. RSI bouncing off 50. We've got ADX, which has remained rock solid recently, and stochastics looks like it's bottomed out. So this should be our next 50-cent bio that makes a move to the 60s. CXM continued its breakout move. It's now up, 25% from our breakout at 50 cents 2 weeks ago. Next target, 70 cents on this one, with stops at the 8-day moving average. So 56 cents would be stops here. EGHT, since we jumped into this one 3 weeks ago, down there at a buck 50. You know, we're up 33% now. Broke through the $2 resistance area. Typically, when you see stocks break through two, within a couple of days, they end up trading 210 to 220. So if you did jump into this one on the alert on Friday, trail your stops to just above the 8-day moving average. I would put stops 188 to 190 on that $2 entry there on Friday. PKT, new tech play that we jumped into on Friday, had a little bit of weakness going into the close, but not unexpected. Probably more of, traders trying to raise some cash going into the weekend. This one really didn't pop that much, and usually what happens is we jump into these stocks, they get an initial pop. It didn't run 100% immediately, so you have the weekends jump out, and then a couple of days later the stock goes kaboom. So that's what we're looking for here on PKT. 58 cent, lights it up, 65-cent target, and that's pretty much it for that one. RGN, MX Bios have just been going off the hook lately. This one continues to consolidate in the 30 to 32 cent area. We really need probably volume of over 1 million to light this one up. We've got the specialist kind of holding it back. We get buys at the ask, and then he paints the bid with 100 shares. So until we get some really big volume, we're just going to have to sit and wait for this one to move to the 200-day moving average. And, downside at this stage is pretty minimal in my opinion, especially with biotech stocks just jamming left and right. SCON continued its breakout move. Again, like many of our big movers recently, NENG, HILL, OPXT, etc., it's been slow and steady, and that is fantastic. We get all the weekends out because they're impatient and they don't want to hold, and these plays slowly move higher. We got to close above the 20-day exponential on Friday. Next target, 185 to 190. RSI about to break 50. Stochastics, unbalanced volume, all look great, and we got a positive ADX cross. So everything looking really, really good on our SCON play. Last but not least, YRCW. Been watching this one for a long time. After Hours on Friday came out. Looks like they're going to have a union deal, which is pretty much the only thing that has kept this stock back recently. Stock was trading at 36 to 38 cents in After Hours. Be very surprised if we don't see this one trade to the 200-day moving average by the vote on Wednesday. High risk play. This is one I would not chase unless it gives an entry, 33, 30 cents. But definitely should see a very nice up move on volume, and should be one that you can trade some size on intraday on moves tomorrow. So that's it for the video. I'm not going to bother going into our winners. It would actually take up a whole video just going into the number of winners we had over the last week. You know what they are. You just got to stick to that rule. You get a pop. Don't be afraid to book partial gains on these moves. Charts are working fantastic right now. So, as the saying goes, make hay while the sun shines. So this week should be very, very good for GNVC. We should get a very nice move as well on our HEB play tomorrow. So biotech stocks looking really, really good, and this market is nice and coiled for a nice little move here in the near term. So that's it for the video. I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Goodbye.